Now that we know what a brand is, we need to use this information to help us dive deeper into Blueberry Cosmetics' current brand. When you start any project with any brand, you need to get to know them so deeply that you function more like a business partner than just a designer. You need to know why consumers bought into the company's brand in the first place. You'll do this by starting off with an exploration document provided to you in this unit. Now, I'm going to be walking alongside you through this process using my own client, Olix. Olix produces high-end cooking spices that you wouldn't find in the supermarket spice aisle. Unless you've eaten at a high-end restaurant, you probably have never even tasted their spices. My client has taken the recommendation of their current clientele to heart and is now looking to expand their spices into people's homes through a subscription-based system. Using a document like the one provided to you in this unit, I work to understand the voice of Olix. When filling out this information, think of yourself as a detective trying to get to the bottom of a mystery. Looking at the first heading, I need to dive deep into understanding what brands inside Olix category that they find aspirational and why. What makes these brands stand apart? I also need to look at what brands outside of Olix category they find aspirational and how those brands stand apart in their respective industries as well. Next, I'll talk to Olix about aesthetics. What graphic styles do they like? Is there any illustration styles that they like and why? One way to help with this section is to ask them to provide a Pinterest board of examples to help me see their vision. Under the next heading, I need to work to get to the bottom of their brand's personality, starting with what 5 words best describe their brand. Next, what emotional associations do they want their consumers to have with their brand? What tagline are they thinking of using to sum up their brand? And last, if their brand was a person, who would they be? The last question helps us build our user profiles in the next unit, so pay close attention when filling out this document for Blueberry Cosmetics this week. The next 3 pages of your document will already be filled out for you by the CEO, but I'll go ahead and explain them to you. Building a brand identity is all about differentiation and making a brand visible, relevant, and unique in the marketplace. The diagram shown has 6 categories ranging from a more classic brand style you'll find with big corporations that have been around for a long time, to the polar opposite of a more friendly, emotional brand. It is a rarity that a company falls completely on one side or the other. Most companies are somewhere in the middle of these questions. Next, we need to define the brand voice. In this section, we work to find out what voice the brand wants to have with its audience. We can ask questions like, whose brand voice in the marketplace today do you admire and why? The diagram shows suggested words, but you can also add words depending on what your client says to you. Finally, we come to the brand archetypes. There are 12 archetypes that cover the spectrum from those that convey comfort to those that create excitement. Choosing the right archetype for a business is essential. A brand really needs to choose 3 based on top relevance. My document will be available to you for review before you begin working on yours for Blueberry Cosmetics. Now, since the company you're working for doesn't really exist, I will be providing you with everything you need in order to be truly successful. In the next lesson, I will introduce you to the CEO of Blueberry Cosmetics. Listen closely to gather the information you're going to need this week to be successful. If you have any questions, reach out to your instructor for help. Their information is located in the introductory section of this course. Good luck, and I look forward to seeing you in Unit 2.